So last class we were discussing about what is class and what is encapsulation. These are the two things, like encapsulation first and class later. Okay, so here you go now. Class. So whenever we create a new application, we wanted to create all the business functionalities inside that new application. So when you wanted to create inside the application, directly inside application, we don't create it. It has to be created inside classes. So there should be classes in which you are going to create all the business functionalities. The classes will be placed inside application. So you have this diagram which I have shown yesterday, application and classes, where you can see first you created application, and then inside that we need classes, and inside classes we need to create functionalities. Okay, so this is how we need a setup. So after we created our new application, like we created two applications. One is framework application, which has been created on top of Pega platform, and the other one is Bajaj auto insurance application, which has been created on top of framework. This is implementation. So we created a framework application and we created implementation application. We are going to create some business functionalities inside framework application as well as inside implementation application, which means that in both of the applications we need some classes. So we can manually create, but still PRPC automatically creates some number of classes in these applications. So before we proceed to discuss about these classes, we have to know and understand about organization structure. So first let me take you through organization structure in brief. Once we discuss about organization structure, I will explain about the classes that have been created in our implementation application as well as framework application. Okay, here you go now. So what is the class? Class is this is a unit structure in which we have attributes plus functionalities. So attributes plus functionalities will be there inside classes. So where you are going to just make your business transactions by executing this particular classes and all. And here you go now. See, we will discuss about organization structure. See, whenever we are going to set up a new business, if you're going to set up a new business, there should be a structure that you need to design. See, for every organization in this world, so there will be a certain structure of the company. Okay, so in the organization structure, we have one organization and divisions and units. So organization structure, ideally, typically it has three levels: organization, division and units. For example, you tell me any organization name. For example, if you take an organization, let's say Tata Industry. So Tata is an organization. So in Tata, under Tata organization, we have different divisions. What are the divisions under Tata organization that you are aware of? You can take any organization, that is okay. So Tata has Tata Motors, okay, Tata Consultancy Services, and what else will be there? Okay, otherwise we'll take the divisions as auto, okay, so software and retail. What else are there? Power, I mean like electricity, and you have telecommunications. Okay, like this, there are different divisions. Under each division you have different units. One or more units can be there. Under auto you have Tata Motors, okay. Under software you have TCS and maybe even multiple other companies are there. And under the retail you have so many Tata related products, okay. And under electricity you have Tata Power. Under telecommunications you might have like some business is there for sure, okay. I don't remember exactly the names and all, okay, but like this there are different units that we have. So whenever we are going to set up a business, the business is going to have an organization. Business is going to have organization. See, what is an organization here? Organization is the topmost business entity. Organization is what? Topmost business entity. Organization is topmost business entity, and you are going to structure your business to have divisions under organization. There can be one or more divisions. Okay. Under each division, you might be having different units. Let's go here. Okay, let me show you organization structure. So this is organization structure. Under Tata organization, you have IT, information technology, and you have electronics related, and you have finance related, and even many other divisions are there, like what I have shown just now in the notepad. Under each division, there can be one or more units. Okay, under information technology division, you have Tata Consultancy Services, CMC, and under electronics, Chroma, Click. It can be considered as retail even. And finance, you have insurance related business Tata, and Tata finance loans related business. Like this, there are so many different units that are available. See, I'll tell you another example for you to better understand easily. You take a company like a production company for cars. Let's take an example of in any production company. You can take Tesla, or you can take Maruti, or anything. So there will be a production business that is a topmost organization. Let's say, for example, okay. So if you wanted to purchase a car, if you directly go to the production units, are they going to sell you from there itself? It will not be sold out. The business transactions will not be getting executed at the top level. It won't be initiated. Top level production will happen and all setup is there, but top level they are not going to allow anyone to make the business transactions. See, suppose it is there in for example, okay, Tesla, if you take, it is there in America. Okay, and the entire America Tesla company is there, and that is a topmost organization. And for each state, there may be different setups that Tesla has done. So the manufactured cars will be placed at each state. So in each state, there will be Tesla different divisions will be available. And these divisions are just like, for example, like the middle level distributors. Okay. In each state, you have a number of cities, right? Under each state, you have different cities. For example, for each city, there is one showroom for Tesla. Okay. Tesla organization is there. And for each state, there is a Tesla division. And under each division, means in each state, you have different cities. For each city, there is one showroom, for example. So if a customer wanted to purchase a Tesla car, where he has to reach out to? Is it the city level showroom, or he wanted to go, he has to go to division, or he has to go to organization? Which place? It is going to be, he has to go to the showroom. Showroom is a unit and for Tesla company, where the business transaction, actual business transaction of car sales is that is going to get initiated. That is going to get initiated. If you directly go to Tesla company and ask them, I wanted to purchase a car and all, they cannot process the transaction there. And intermediate distributors will be there, right? If you directly go to distributor also do not have rights to sell the product. Only the units are the ones where business transactions will get initiated. It will get processed. Finally, it will be completed there. Then what is the purpose of organization and division? Why we need organization and division? So organization and division is going to give you a proper structure. Even for your employment structure, it is going to help. And any business components that are needed for different units will be supplied from divisions and organization. Okay. So the low level, the units, if they want some different components, business components, that will be supplied from divisions and organization. From high level only, everything will be transferred to the bottom level. Okay. So like this is an ideal organization structure. So if you are going to set up any business, like physically, the setup can have an organization setup at the top level. Under that, you can have different divisions. Under each division, you may have different units. Okay, everyone clear? And there can be subunits like that, it is possible. Okay, but the ideal structure has 3 levels. See, this is the way you have to set up even while you are creating your business model as a software product. The same business, whatever you are running, you wanted to create it as an application. Okay, so that everything can be easily done on a comfortable basis. Okay, so in that case also, you need to set up same as your physical structure. You need to come up with a software application. Okay, for that you are going to create organization, division and unit. And you remember at the time while we are creating a new application, okay, we have given the name of the organization. What was the name of the organization I have given? Bajaj. Okay, so I have given the name of the organization as Bajaj. Just give me a minute. Okay, this is our application, right? You don't much bother about this navigation. It is not required now. Okay, just look at here. We created Bajaj, and I did not specifically mention any separate name for division and unit. So PRPC by default it has taken div and unit. So we got an organization Bajaj. Under that we got a division div. Under that we got a unit. You would have changed these names at the time of creating your application. We did not change it. Okay, but that is okay, you can change. And here you go, you can add a subunit. You can add subunit if you want to add. All this is going to help you to properly structure your business. A division, add a unit to a division. Add a division. You can add multiple divisions, or you can add multiple units under each division and multiple subunits under each unit. That is possible. Okay, so like this, generally this is just for your information to show you the organization structure. Just keep this in mind. The same way how you have organization structure, we are going to look at understanding about classes. So within the organization structure, top level organization, business transactions won't be initiated. Middle level divisions are there. In the divisions also, there won't be any transaction initialization. And unit level is there. Unit level is the key. Unit level is the one where the actual business transactions will get initiated. Okay, these are the 3 points you just keep in mind. And now let's come to our application. See, for application functionalities you are going to place inside classes. Pega rules process commander environment is going to have n number of different functionalities. That is what we had discussed in the last classes. We have discussed like PRPC environment has so many predefined functionalities. See, predefined functionalities are already available in PRPC application. What is the application in which functionalities are available? Which application? I told you already. Last 2 days we were discussing about. What is the name of the application? Pega platform, or you can call it as Pega rules. And we discussed like functionalities will be there inside classes. Classes will be there inside applications. Diagram also I've shown. Pega platform has all predefined functionalities, which means that these functionalities should be there inside classes. Yes or no? Yes. Means Pega platform should come up with, has come up with one application, Pega platform by name, and inside that there should be some classes, and inside the classes functionality should be there. So this is the functionality which I was showing since very beginning of our demo classes. Send email. This functional component is available in a class. What is the name of the class? @base class. I'll copy this to notepad. Look at here, @base class. This is one predefined class which is already present in the system. When you purchase PRPC license, when you get this PRPC product, you will be getting so many business functionalities with that product. All these functionalities are there inside Pega platform and inside some predefined classes. See, what is the meaning of predefined? Predefined means already exists, built in, correct? Built in inside the system, already available. For this, there is another technical terminology when you are dealing with Pega. The technical terminology is OOTB. OOTB stands for out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box means the function. Suppose if I say out of the box functionality, which means that the functionality is already available in PRPC. That is the meaning. Out of the box means the functionality that is already available inside PRPC, which is already provided. If it is already available inside PRPC, it should be inside the box, right? Why it is out of the box? Think about it and tell me later. And here you go. Now, all the out of the box functionalities of Pega will be available inside Pega platform application, inside some predefined classes. Out of those, one of the class that we had come across just now, @base class. Name of the class is @base class. So what are the predefined classes available in Pega at high level? On a high level, Pega has 14 predefined classes. How many? 14. Under this 14, there will be a number of classes, but high level, it has 14. @base class, code dash, rule. Okay, I'll come this order. Work dash, data dash, int dash, code dash, rule dash, index dash. Why this dash? I'll tell you later. Okay, and you need to read that as dash. Index dash, CMIS dash, assign dash, embed dash. Okay, etc. Like this, topmost 14 predefined classes are available provided by Pega. Under this, there are so many classes. What are the different components that are available in these predefined classes? You will not be able to know in one day. Okay, on the same day, you will not be able to find out everything. It will take time. At the time where we are going to practically work on everything, we will come across with all of these classes for sure. Okay, so like this, all the predefined functionalities provided by Pega will be available inside predefined classes of Pega. Just by name, what are those classes? Base class, work dash, data dash, int dash, CMIS dash, embed dash, index dash, rule dash, code dash, assign dash. Like this, these names you cannot by heart in a day. Okay, but at the time while we are practically accessing those, that time automatically you'll get it. Okay, and here you go now. See, whenever you create a new application and log into new application and go to App Explorer here, you can see here classes. What is this? Classes. The classes that have been automatically created when you create new application have got loaded here. We did not manually create. We will be creating in future, but as of now, PRPC has created some classes. As of now, PRPC has created some classes. Pega has automatically created some classes when you create new application. And when you go to App Explorer, whatever the classes that have been loaded here, I just copied and pasted here in the notepad. See how many classes are these to tell you. So these are 3 different classes. How many classes are these? 3 different classes. What are the names of each of these classes? First class is Bajaj, and the second class is Bajaj Auto, and the third class is Work. Third class name is Work. We will be creating all our business functionalities inside one of these classes. Is it only these 3 classes got created? No, there are so many other classes created, but our focus will be for next 10 days only on these 3 classes. Okay, any of these 3 classes we are going to access going forward for next 1 week to 10 days. So what is the topmost class? Topmost class is Bajaj. You can see this is the topmost class. The name of the topmost class is similar to the name of organization. So we call this as organization class. What do you call this? I'm comparing with organization. In comparison with organization structure, I'm saying. And organization, I told you ideally how many levels? 3 levels. Organization, division, unit. You may have subunits and all, but here you see the second one. This is which level? Division level. So organization level, division level, classes got created. And the third one is unit level. So unit level class, if you see, the name of the class is Work. Just few minutes back I told you, unit level is the one where your business transactions can be initiated and processed. Correct? So business transaction, you may call it as work also. Transaction is equal to work. Transaction initiated means work is being initiated in the business. So Pega has meaningfully and automatically taken the name of the class as Work. Pega has automatically taken the name of the class as Work. At the time of creating new application, we got a wizard. I'll open the document. Hold on. When was that been done? August 22nd. Okay, I'll go through the documents. This is the practical document. Okay, at the time of creating new application, one of the screen advanced. See here. So when you go through the advanced, here you got work. What is the name of the class? Work. This is editable. If you want to change it, you can change it. But I did not change it. I left it as it is, whatever that is by default coming. See, work is pretty much meaningful. The name of the class being work is pretty much meaningful. Work is the class where your work will be initiated and processed. That is coming at unit level. So anyhow, the work will be initiated at this class. The name of the class also Pega automatically taking as work. So I did not change it. But if you wish to change, you would have changed it. Okay. But I did not change it. So how many classes got created? So many created, out of which we are focusing on 3 classes. What are those? Bajaj organization class, Bajaj auto division class, and work, which is unit class. And you look at the name of the application. What is the name of the application? Bajaj auto insurance. Bajaj auto insurance is display name. What is the actual name? Actual name we were discussing Bajaj auto. The name of the application and the middle level division class name, both are matching or not? First class is organization name, second class is application name. So this division class, you call it as application class, or what is the class? You may call it as application. Why application class? What is the reason you calling it an application class? The reason is the name of the class is matching with name of the application. Okay, so what did we discuss so far from the beginning? So we discussed like all the functionalities that you wish to create, you would be creating inside classes. As Pega rules process command and environment comes up with predefined functionalities, all those functionalities must be available inside some classes. Those are predefined classes. I just have given some of the names of predefined classes. Okay, and after that we looked at our application, implementation application, where when you log into implementation application and go to App Explorer, you see 3 classes are loading. So we are focusing on these 3 classes. And with respect to organization structure that is being discussed, organization, division, and unit, we are comparing these 3 classes. First class name straight away matching with organization name, organization class. Second class we are considering as a division class, and third one is unit class. I told you during the organization structure also, unit is the one where your business transactions will get initiated and processed. And here the class name you are seeing work unit class, where your work will be initiated and processed. And one more point that we have discussed is application name and division class name are matching. So what did we say this class? This is a application class. We can even call it as a application class because this is matching with the application name. People used to call this as application class. How many classes we got for implementation application? 3 classes. 3 classes we got. Let me log into framework application and see, just for your information. What is our framework application ID? fw@bajaj.com, and I have the password rules. Okay, I'll similarly how I logged into implementation, the same way I went to framework. So here you see framework application, App Explorer, classes. Here how many classes loaded? 4 classes loaded. Organization class is there, division class is there, unit class is there. There is one additional class in case of framework. What is the name of the additional class? FW stands for framework. See, it is very simple. Whenever you look at this particular classes, you should be able to say whether it is related to framework or implementation. FW is there in the class. That means that is related to framework. FW is not there. That is related to implementation. That is how Pega is automatically taking it. There is no other importance for it. It can be 3 or it can be 4. No problem. Organization, division, unit, subunit, like this it can go. Even subdivisions are also possible practically. Okay. So like this, Pega is taking 4 classes per framework where 1 class extra is FW. And if you closely observe, what is the common class between implementation classes and framework classes? Work is not a common. Work is this one. Okay. Bajaj is common. What is the class? Common class. Organization is common for both application. Organization class is also common for both applications. For both applications, while creating, we have chosen the same organization. Same way, organization class is common for both of the applications. That is what we have got. Work is not common. I'll tell you later why it is. Okay, this is just for your information to know about what is being created. When you create new application has got created, operator ID has got created, and classes also got created. For implementation, so many classes created. Mainly for implementation, we are focusing on 3 classes: arc dev unit, and for framework also arc dev unit there will be additional division, that is FW, framework division, that is called as. Everyone clear? Anytime if you are creating business functionalities, you must be creating inside all of these classes. Okay, so let's go ahead and now talk about types of the classes. What is the next topic? Every one of you, are you clear about what are the classes that have got created? And our focus will be fully on these classes. After we discuss about types of classes, again we'll come back to these classes and see which class is of which type and all. Okay, so it is very important. Everyone should be knowing about types of classes. First one, concrete class. Concrete class. See, in the object oriented programming system, there will be 2 types of classes: concrete class and abstract class. See, concrete class is the one. See, whether it is concrete or abstract, no matter, both are classes. We already discussed inside classes attributes will be there, functionalities will be there. So here you have attributes plus functionalities. So in the abstract class also you will have same thing, attributes will be there, functionalities definitely will. So abstract or concrete, both are classes only. We already discussed about class will have attributes plus functionality, so both will have. And what will be there inside concrete class? Inside concrete class, we can do initialize business transactions. What we can do? Initialize business transactions. Here we cannot initialize, or you say initiate. Okay, you can even say initiate, means start business transactions. So the only difference is, in a concrete class we can initiate business transactions, in an abstract class we cannot initiate business transactions. Everyone clear with this? So that is the main difference. The main difference between abstract and concrete class is both the classes will have attributes, both the classes will have functionalities, but abstract is not the place where you can initialize business transaction, but concrete is the only one where you can initialize business transactions. Everyone clear? Whenever you are going to set up your business is going to have different departments. Let's take one example. Okay, I'll take an example of let's say bank. Okay, bank, and otherwise I'll take okay, I'll take bank. Okay, I'll take bank because you can easily understand. Okay, let's take the example of a bank. There is a bank. So what are the different business processings that we can do in a bank? Loan. So we can provide, bank can provide loan, and insurance. Bank can provide insurance policies. Okay, that is possible. And there will be other departments as well. Okay, loan, insurance. What else will be there? Pure banking transactions. Okay, and there will be finance department, and there will be verification department as well. So these are the 5 different departments. Each department will have some attributes and functionalities. Consider Each department has one class. Loan is the class. Loan transactions will get initiated in the loan department. Means loan class is responsible for initializing loan related business transactions. What about insurance? Insurance transactions. Banking related transactions, money transfers, deposits, withdrawal, like this. And finance department is responsible for collecting the funds, collecting the money and transferring the money to the customer. Suppose if you're taking loan, finally it will go to finance department. Finance department is responsible for collecting the what is that, processing fees and transferring the loan amount. Okay. And in case of insurance also, finance department is responsible for collecting the premium amount for the insurance policy. And what about verification department? What does it do? Verification department is going to, in case of either loan or insurance or bank account opening, anything, it will verify. It is going to verify whether the documents are the correct documents or not. Okay, like this, it is going to verify. And in case of financial transaction, any dispute is there, verification department will step in and try to verify all that. So each one of these is going to function according to its setup. Okay, and out of all these, in a loan department, means loan class, we will be initializing business transactions. So what do you say, loan is concrete or abstract? Loan is concrete, because we can initialize loan transaction, right? And what about insurance department? Concrete or abstract? This is also. What about banking? This is also bank transactions, concrete. Finance department, does it have any capability to initialize the business transactions? Whatever that comes in, it will process, but it doesn't initialize either loan or insurance or banking. As part of loan processing, as part of insurance processing, as part of banking transaction processing, if something comes to finance department, it will be taken forward, just making its task being done. And verification department, can it initialize any business transactions? So finance department is going to be abstract, and verification department or verification class is going to be concrete. I'm sorry, abstract. Verification is also abstract. See, whenever you are going to set up your business, you would be setting up n number of departments, where some departments will have the ability to initialize business transactions. Some department should not have. Some departments shouldn't have at all. Verification department, if you give access to initialize loan transaction, is that the right way of setting up your business? That is not the correct way of setting up. So you need to set up your business in a proper way. It should be strong enough whenever you are going to extend it. And here, that is the reason why these two are abstract departments. These two are abstract. Abstract departments or abstract levels will be higher levels. Below levels will be usually concrete levels. Bottom levels will be usually concrete. So concrete classes are the ones where your business transactions will get initiated. Abstract classes can act as a common classes. Verification department, can it be common for loan, insurance and banking? So loan department can utilize verification process. Insurance department can utilize verification process. Banking can utilize verification process. So like this, these are usually set up at higher level. So here, abstract classes are the ones which are a business need. You must be setting up some classes as abstract classes and create some functionalities inside it. So the classes that you are going to create as abstract are the classes where you never want a business transaction to be initialized, but its functionalities will participate during the transaction. Its functionalities will be participating during the transaction process. And you will set up some classes as concrete classes in your application, where these classes are responsible for initializing business transaction and processing, and these classes will utilize the functionalities from abstract classes at runtime. So loan department will utilize the functionalities of verification department. The insurance department will utilize the functionalities of verification. Even banking also will utilize the functionalities from verification. If you go to organization structure, if you go to organization structure. I'll go to diagrams. So we have three levels, right? Organization, division, unit. Now let's compare with abstract and concrete. I already told you, unit is the one where your business transactions will get initialized. So then what do you think? Unit is an abstract level or concrete? Unit is concrete. Then division doesn't have any ability to initialize business transaction. It will supply the needed components for units. Then what is it going to be? Division is abstract or concrete? Division is abstract. What about organization? Obviously abstract. Organization, division are abstract levels. Unit is the one which is concrete class. So exactly the same way Pega has created the classes. Let's log into our implementation application. What was that? This is the one. Let me log in. So whenever we create new application, Pega has created three classes. We have just compared these three classes like with the structure of organization, division, and unit. And these three classes, when those have been created, Pega must have chosen those as either abstract or concrete. What is your guess about these three now? First class, what was the class type that it would have abstract? What was the second one? What was the third one? Concrete. I will show you the same. Let me create a document for this. Looking at the class definition. See, we are trying to understand what is being created. After creation, we did not leave it so simply. We are trying to understand what Pega has created, and from that we need to understand the fundamental concept. Looking at the class definition. So let's look at, okay, let me write down. When we create new application, PRPC has created many classes. How many? So many classes for now. So many classes, out of which we are focusing on three different classes. What are those for our in our application? These are the three. Okay, let me copy this and give you. Okay, these are the three different classes. So let's look at the definition means details of these three classes. How do you look at first one? 596 24, right? Okay, let's look at the definition of these three classes. So to look at the definition, right click on class and choose definition. Look at here closely. So I wanted to see first top level class Bajaj, correct? So backspace it here and you will get Bajaj. Right click on the Bajaj and see definition. We are going to only focus on one parameter for now, that is class type. So what was the class type created? Bajaj, which is organization class, created as abstract class. We did not create it manually. Automatically Pega has created at the time while you are creating new application. Is it exactly matching with the organization structure and the details about abstract concrete that we discussed? So this class will have some functionalities which will be supplied to bottom levels. Okay, done. Next, let's look at division or let's say application class. Division or application class. So this one, how do I go with that? This is Bajaj Auto, correct? Remaining classes you don't at all focus. We will see that later. Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto also you see class type. What is the class type? I did not manually choose it. It was automatically been chosen. So let me close these two. Now we go to unit, that is work class. Here is the work class definition, and I did not choose this one as well, but what is the class type? Unit class is concrete, which is generally called as work class. What do you call this? Work class. This is the class where business transactions gets initialized. Transaction, for your information, transaction ID gets generated and stored. But this, how it will get generated, where it will get stored and all, we'll discuss later, not now. That is just for your information. If I say business transaction initiated, see, business transactions, how do you recognize each transaction uniquely? There should be some ID, right? When you go to ATM, withdraw money, 10 times you withdraw money. Each transaction you have to uniquely identify. How do you identify that? There will be some transaction ID that gets generated. It will be there on the printed slip, something. Okay, division class is, what is the class? Abstract class. So this is exactly matching class types, organization structure, these three classes all together. Okay, we need to comparatively see all of these three together. So there are two types of classes, abstract and concrete. Abstract class or concrete, both are classes. Inside attributes will be there, functionalities will be there. Abstract class is the one where business transactions cannot be initialized, but concrete classes are the ones where business transactions can be initialized. Okay, I have a question now. Okay, so far everyone clear? Subunits will be there, yes, as someone was asked. So so far, any doubts, any questions? See, why are we doing all these things? It's that we created application, we got automatically classes, we can proceed forward with the next sessions of creating UI forms or other things. But before you do that, you should clearly aware of all these technical fundamental concepts. Without knowing this, you cannot do anything further. We even have to understand about inheritance concept. Okay, now you see here. See, if I look at this concrete class definition and abstract class definition, concrete classes are the ones where business transactions can be initialized, but not in the abstract classes. What is the necessity? Is it mandatory that an application should have abstract classes? Is it mandatory that a business should have abstract departments? It is the necessity of the business. Okay, see, you can even have without abstract. Okay, but for example, verification department, instead of abstract, if I say this is a concrete, what could be the problem for the business? Just think about it. Imagine I did not set up this as abstract, I had set up this like a concrete department. What could be the problem for the business? First thing is that a right business setup? Yes or no? That is not right. That is not the correct way to set up your business. Okay, and the next thing is, what could be the problem for the business? Anyone can initialize the business transaction even from the verification department. Is that the right way? That is not right. So you need to first think about the real world. Okay, in the real world, you have to set up your business in a proper way, and your technology, the application that you create by using technology, is just a copy of the real world. That's it. It is not something you are going to do magics. Exactly how you set up in the real world, a copy you have to make it as a software product by using any technology. So frankly speaking, there is no need of abstract. Actually, generally even without abstract, I can set up. Setup is possible, but setup will go wrong. Setup will go wrong in reality. So following the reality, you need to set up in a right way, even while you are developing by using a technology, your applications and all. So that is the reason why your technology is going to have abstract classes. What is the importance of having abstract classes? Abstract classes are the restrictions imposed in the business. What is that restriction? The ability to initialize business transactions have to be removed. The ability has to be removed. How do you remove everything? If you set up as a concrete, there is the ability you are providing. Even though necessity is not there, you are providing the ability, they may create it. So you need to remove that ability. You need to prevent people from initializing business transactions in some of the departments in the reality. The same you need in the software application also. That is why abstract classes exist in the software technology. Look at here. I'm going to tell you this by a diagram. Look at here. This is a concrete class. This is concrete class. What is there inside concrete class? Attributes are there and functionalities are there. Okay, and it can initialize business transactions. Okay, and if you want to draw abstract class similar to this, where can I draw that? Can I draw here? Whatever the outer one is concrete class and the inside one is abstract. Abstract class, if you look at this diagram, abstract class is it subset of concrete or not? Abstract class, see, concrete class has all the features that are there with abstract plus an additional feature. What is that? Initializing the business transaction, correct? But abstract class, if it is subset, why do we need subset again in the technology? You understand my question? If concrete class is there, which has all the abilities of abstract, why do you need abstract separately again? So that means when technology is being designed and developed, first they created a concrete class only. Concrete class only they created. They set up everything as concrete. They find a problem. What was the problem? Everywhere the ability to initialize business transaction is there. By mistake, someone may initialize business transaction at the wrong places. That is not matching with the real world. So it has to match with real world. What did they do? Concrete class minus initializing business transaction is equal to abstract class. So they derived abstract class from concrete class, where they removed a feature of initializing business transaction. That's how abstract class was born. Understand everyone clear? So this is a need in the real world. So your application also should follow the same. Every one of you clear about what is the need of abstract classes in the business application and what is the need to have concrete classes in the business application? Everyone clear with these points? Everyone online? See, ask me any questions which are related to the present topic. Do not get deviated. Okay, we can even develop mobile applications also possible. Why OOTP? We'll discuss about it later, not now. Okay, so this is about two types of classes, and when we create our application, organization division unit, organization division are created as abstract automatically, and unit is the one where business transactions can be initiated. So it has created as a concrete class. Okay, so the next topic is inheritance. What is the next topic? So we discussed about classes, predefined classes, and the classes created in our application by wizard. Okay, we just have seen what is that already got created and types of classes. These are the 4 points we discussed. Predefined classes by names and our application classes which have got created, only 3 we discussed, and we looked at the types of classes got created, and also we understand the importance of each type of the class. And the next topic is inheritance. Okay, see, whenever you are going to set up your business, are you going to set up all your business processing in one single department, or you are going to set up to have multiple departments? Why multiple departments? Why not only one department and do everything there? See, this is a design to have a proper structure for your business. See, if frankly speaking, I can only do everything in single department. Is it practically possible or not possible? Practically possible, but even though it is possible, maintenance will be difficult. Maintenance will be highly difficult going forward. You cannot easily extend anything. If you want to manage, it will be highly difficult. So it is better you set up separate departments and create have multiple different tasks assigned for each department. Correct? That is the right way of designing your business in the real world. The real world business, whatever you are doing, you are creating it as an application. All the functionalities you are creating inside application, inside classes. So how many classes you do create? Is it only one class you are going to create for everything, or multiple classes? You are going to create multiple classes. Why multiple classes? That is the appropriate way and better way to design. So whenever you create multiple classes, separate classes for separate departments like that, it is easy to maintain, easy to extend also. Okay, so now inheritance is the concept where a class can access the functionalities plus attributes also, attributes of other class. Class can access the functionalities or attributes of other classes, where these two classes should have a relation. Suppose class A, class B, class A, class B. Class B wants to access the functionalities of class A. So I told you an example. See here, let me go this one only. Loan class wants to access the functionalities of verification class. Yes or no? Insurance class wants to access the functionalities of verification. Similarly, banking, dispute management system, all that also want to access verification class. So this is going to be a common class now. For how many? These three. So here, if loan has to access verification class, there should be a relation defined between the classes. There should be a relation defined between the classes. So that relation we call it as inheritance relation. It is a real world human life. Okay, see, a person wanted to access the property of another person. Definitely there should be a relation, right? Okay, if a person wanted to access the property, money of any property of another person, there should be a relation. Without relation, is it possible? It is not possible. That relation here in real human life, parent and child relation. Let's take the best one as parent and child relation. Child can access the property of parent. Legally, if you are going to talk about it, reverse, is it possible? It is, reverse is not possible legally, right? Child can access the property of parent, but parent cannot. Generally, in general, the same is the same way technology is being designed. Whenever technology is being designed, anyhow you are going to create multiple classes where you are having a need of accessing the functionalities of one class into another class, correct? So there must be a relation defined. So that relation is called as inheritance relation. Class B inherits from class A. Now class B can access the functionalities of A because you said it is inheriting from class. Understand everyone clear? So this is how one class can access the functionalities of another class. And if you look at the organization structure, if you look at organization structure, now see here, loan class can access the functionalities of finance, insurance class can access the functionalities of finance. But what about let's say TCS? Can it access the functionalities of finance? TCS here cannot access the finance functionalities. For example, I mean, like from the diagram, what is the reason it cannot access? From the diagram, you can say there is no link. There is no link between these two. It means that line is not there. That is what inheritance relation. So here, all these lines that you are seeing, these lines are relation between two different levels. Only when related, it can access. So whenever you are going to create classes, it is very much essential that you must be defining the inheritance relation between the classes. I have organization class, I have division class, I have unit class. What is the reason you have these many? Unit should be able to access org dev should be able to access org. That is the intention, right? And also I have already told you predefined functionalities. Predefined functionalities will be there in Pega platform application in predefined classes, correct? Predefined classes. How do I access Pega platform application classes functionalities into my application classes? That is the necessity, right? Why we are purchasing Pega product? There are some functionalities provided. I will create my application. My functionalities will be there in my application classes. Also, I wanted to access the functionalities of Pega platform application as well, so that my work will be done faster and easy. So this is the need. How to achieve this? With the concept of inheritance only we will be achieving. That I will explain you tomorrow because it cannot be finished today. Okay, so just I told you what is inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is a relation defined between two classes minimum, between two classes, where one class acts as a parent, another class is going to be child. A child class can access the properties of parent class, but not vice versa. That is very, very important. Means, can parent access child properties? It is not possible in the technology. Okay, understand everyone clear so far? So all the topics that we have discussed today are, each topic, all the topics are connected. Nothing is independent. Organization structure we have discussed. We compared with the classes created. So these classes created and this organization structure are related. Again, we discussed about types of classes. We compared organization structure with types of classes. We compared organization structure with, types of classes with our classes that got created. And we have just seen what are the types of classes created. Is it as per the business need created, business setup or not? We just made an observation. Everything looks good. So one must be aware of what are the classes created, what are the types of classes created, how you could make use of that classes. Out of the three classes, organization, division and unit, which class is responsible for initializing business transactions? Unit class. Then what about organization and division? Those are going to supply some common functionalities to the below classes with the concept of inheritance, that we will be achieving with the concept of inheritance, that will be discussed tomorrow. Understand everyone clear? Anyone has any doubts or any questions online? Any questions related to the topics that we have discussed? In PRPC, what is the difference between abstract and base class? Base class is a class, base class is abstract class. There is no difference. Base class is a, I shown you, right? Send email notification, it is there. So that is a base class that is available in Pega, and that has some functionalities which can be accessed to other classes, that I'll be telling tomorrow. Any questions, any doubts? Anyone has any questions, any doubts? See, we were conducting these classes from past four days, right? If you leave our demo, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, this is fourth session. If you closely observe, all these sessions are connected to each other. First day, whatever you have discussed, second day's topics and explanation depends on day one. Third day depends on day two, day one. Today depends on, even first day also we have discussed here, right? So anyone who did not go through that sessions, day one or day two or day three, this may or may not be pretty much clear to you, but all the people who are following from day one, this should be pretty much clear and plain, right? So if anyone is started attending from today only, it is very, very important that you watch the videos of day one, day two, day three. I'm talking about sessions, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. These three sessions you watch, this will be very much clear. Okay. So, and tomorrow's class again depends on today's session. When we are discussing inheritance, again we will discuss about these three classes and see what is the inheritance relation, what is the inheritance with Pega classes, all that we are going to discuss. So this is how all your sessions going forward will be having a connectivity. If you are going to miss the sessions in between, you must go through the video and finish it before the next class. Otherwise, the impact will be there in the next class. Okay. And also it is very, very important that you must be attending the session or joining the session 5 minutes before the schedule time. The schedule time is 7 o'clock. I already told. Okay. We never wait for anyone after 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock we wanted to start, that's it. Okay, no need to wait for anyone. 7 o'clock class timings means 7 o'clock only. It is not 7:05, 7:02, 7:03. We don't want to wait. Okay, so one must be here in the session, on the meeting or in the classroom 5 minutes before, relax, and then we'll start freshly at 7 o'clock. Okay, and we wanted to utilize that 60 minutes properly. Okay, and doubts and all clarification, I'll tell you how to proceed going forward. Okay, I hope this is clear for everyone. Tomorrow we'll start discussing about inheritance concept onwards. Once inheritance concept is over, day 1, day 2, day 3, including tomorrow, I mean today, day 4, day 5. These 5 days topics, whatever we are going to discuss, we see these topics practically being used throughout our sessions till the end of the day. Without knowing or having proper understanding about these concepts, you will not be able to understand the design we are going to do going forward. That will be highly difficult. Given a business requirement, you need to think about inheritance concept. You need to think about abstract or concrete. Business do not tell you, you create abstract class, you create concrete class. Business don't know all these things. They know only business requirement, business structure. They will explain you business structure. Understanding the business structure, you need to decide whether you have to create business abstract or concrete. That is very easy when you have a clear idea and understanding about the business. And one more final thing is, and many of you are yet to make the fees payments, and tomorrow, as I told you, today will be the last day. Meeting link will change and classroom further not allowed. Okay, so finish your fees payments today itself. Last moment you cannot come back and tell me I tried to make the payment by phone pay and money got stuck. We never bother about it, because we have given enough time, and you might have started this on day 1 or day 2 if you are interested, and we have allowed you enough number of days. Please make sure that you finish by end of day today and finalize your enrollment. If you still have any doubt, or maybe you are in a dilemma situation whether to join or not, stay back and think about it and come back for the future batches. Okay, but last minute you cannot come up with any reason of KYC issue and money stuck issue in the bank account, this and all. We never bother, because we have given enough time. You might have utilized it. Okay, and by this time you should have a clear decision that you would have made whether to proceed or not. That's why we have given these many days, 6 days almost. So just those who wish to make the fees payments from the classroom, go to that office room. Manju will be there. Make your fees payment complete and take the receipt and enroll yourself. And online, immediately once you are done with your fees payment, share the screenshot on the given communication number with transaction ID. And I'm going to close the meeting. This document, whatever we discussed the topics, right, you'll be receiving on WhatsApp for today also. Okay, so going forward, once your enrollment is finished by tomorrow, I will be creating a email group. Already we created WhatsApp group. We added everyone whoever has finished the fees payment. Okay, others will get added soon. And we will be creating email group. So once your session is done now, immediately I will send all the documents, practical, theory, everything. But video will take time. Video for conversion, uploading, all that will take time. That will be uploaded to Google Drive. Starting classes only we are uploading in an open YouTube. Going forward, we'll specifically upload in Google Drive and provide you view access only to see. Okay, fine, you can wind up. Thank you so much.